The bronze to Newt Gingrich explaining to GQ magazine that after 7 years of desperately trying to make people think President Bush is Abraham Lincoln, the conservatives are shifting the iconography goalposts. What McCain is trying to achieve by explaining the dangers of the world to the public is like what Lincoln had to do in the Civil War. Lincoln? The Lincoln Navigator? The Lincoln MKX? Because if you're trying to portray John McCain as Abraham Lincoln, Newt, trust me, you'll have an easier time convincing people he's a talking car. The runner-up, Fix News' Shepard Smith, second day in a row, covering the Pontiff's tour of Washington, quote, there were some somewhat political moments in there when he talked about the sanctity of life. That's certainly a political issue here. And I've heard this Pope described and read repeatedly in studying for these events as an honorary Republican. And don't forget Jesus. Jesus and Batman and Spartacus. All of them honorary Republicans. But our winner, Dick Morris, also on Fox Noise, contradicting the historical record by asserting that Senator Clinton had worked as a, quote, law student defending the Black Panther Party and that she worked in a communist law firm. Asked if that made her a communist, Morris replied, at that time, at that point in her life, she may well have been. Dick Morris's remarks completely contradicted by a history of the Clintons in which the author, claiming close exposure to them and great insight about them, wrote of her time working for that law firm in question, quote, Hillary was no communist, nor should her work in the firm imply that she was. Which authority wrote that? Dick Morris. And before you accuse him of rewriting history, his own book, which he just contradicted, was of course called Rewriting History. So this would be rewriting history. Dick Morris, today's worst person in the world.